Hello, welcome back. Dire Straits, yeah, 80s, late 70s, 80s. One of the biggest in the time. Amazing band. It needed them to get a huge success over in the United States before they got acknowledged here in Europe and the UK. But then they were heroes and all over the place and huge. And right so, in today's video, I will compare two of their releases against the editions our friends over at Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab did of them. We go into the details, we compare them, we talk a bit about the originals, what's with them, how the availability is, and yeah, of course, the main focus is on the comparison. But before we do the comparison, we go into the details, some of the details of the original, and we start with their first album, Dire Straits, self-titled. Here is my OG jacket. Once more, Dave provided me with a fantastic copy of the British first Vertigo pressing. Some of the details are quite important and beautiful. The jacket is, yeah, I'd say VG Plus near mint. So I don't see any problems here. One of the things we only get with the not only, but we get with the original, but we don't get with the MoFi reissue, is this wonderful Vertigo label, iconic label. Here you get the impression of the vinyl, so it's really in a great condition. Quite happy with it. Came out originally in 1978. Here you have of course, this is for me so important, and I'm always so happy when I have a version with the original inner sleeve. Such an important part when it comes to this iconic first pressings. Yeah, the album itself, the music, Sultans of Swing. Do I need to say more? What a fantastic song. Wow. Water of Love, Down the Waterline. A huge album and fantastic success. And it established Mark Knopfler as one of the best guitarists, best guitar players of all time. For me, he is an unbelievable genius at the guitar, and you know, you already hear, oh, this is Mark Knopfler. This is him, and wow, the whole music, this unbelievable punch, and yeah, Sultans of Swing, that really fits it, it suits it very well. It's so immersive when you listen to them. It really drags you into the things that happens on the record. Fantastic music. I think most of you will agree. Of course, there are also voices that says, I'm a bit tired, I overheard it. Yeah, I can understand it, give it a break and then get back into them and you will love it once more. Yeah, now to the comparison of this version, the comparison against the version from Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab. It's in 45 RPM. So you just get the generic Mobile Fidelity label. You get a very sturdy jacket. That's the most positive thing you can say about this jacket. And I think it's safe to say that it's common knowledge and common sense that those Mobile Fidelity versions of Dire Straits, they did quite some. I think they did all of their regular albums, are amongst the finest pressings, the finest editions that MoFi has done. That being said, I started the comparison a little different than usual, because the evening before yesterday, I just did a listening session with my wife, and we listened to them, to the originals. Then one day break, and today I did the comparison. So I listened this time for the originals. I listened first. Then I compared them. Excuse me, not now. Then I compared them against the MoFi, put on the MoFi, and then, like always, for very significant parts of the music, which is for me quite important to really assure my first, second, and third impression. What can I say? For this record, overall, it's close. It's a close race in a way. The original is yet again fresher, has more punch, even more punch, and punch is something very important, because you have this very silent parts, and then boom, with the guitar, the drums, and other things. This is fresher and more dynamic and more punch on the original. What MoFi did on those, I'm quite sure they did quite some EQing. The overall range is smaller, but they managed to give us a very pleasant overall listening experience. This is very nicely done. Listen to this edition, to these editions, and this goes for both of them, is quite something nice. And that's one of the reasons probably why these MoFi editions are so highly regarded. They did a beautiful job when it comes to the coherency of the overall listening experience. Well made from MoFi. The voice, Mark Knopfler's singing on the original, is again more upfront. He's more out there, it's more prominent, and on the MoFi it's more put back into the overall playing of the band. I like the more natural OG variation where the voice is more upfront. So, but still, it's not day and night. It's not that the OG destroys the MoFi release. No, not at all. What's striking, though, is if you consider the price of the original. 1978, and for a very, very, very good version of it, depends on where you are. Of course, if you are in Great Britain and on the island, you probably might get a very, very, very good copy for, let's say, $35, $30 even. Probably. You have to have a bit luck, but it's out there. You know, they sold quite some of them. Outside the United Kingdom, 45. And this is, of course, something that also matters. You get the icon, you get the artifact for a very reasonable price until now. You get the slightly more better pressing, you get the icon, you get the artifact, you get all those details. So, it's for you to decide, of course. I'm quite happy that I have an OG now, and I really, really liked it. But there's a second. Wait a second. Second Dire Straits version I wanted to share, wanted to show, and wanted to compare with you. And we're talking about one of their later releases, The Love Over Gold. Here is the jacket of my original. We are talking 1982 now. The label is different, but still on Vertigo. I of course show it to you. And again, I have, look at the vinyl, look at it. 1841 years ago. This record is 41 years old. Same goes for the jacket, the inner sleeves. This is amazing, isn't it? Amazing. Mastered by nobody else than Bob Ludwig. I show you the inner sleeves. Again, like new. Like new. Look at this. Over 40 years. Damn, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. I love it. Yeah. Dire Straits still on their heights. Love Over Gold, Telegraph Road, and my personal favorite from Dire Straits, Private Investigation. Very calm, but in a way not calm at all. It's almost like watching an old crime investigation movie. This song is pure gold. It's a fantastic song for me. I so love it. And of course, I did my comparison against the Love Over Gold 45 RPM Mobile Fidelity SoundLab version. Same procedure as with the self-titled, with the first Dire Straits. And I put a certain focus, I have to admit that, I put a certain focus on Private Investigation, because this is also a very good song to compare. Because it has it all. It has the detail, it has the sound stage, it has the dynamic, it has everything. It has those extremely calm parts and then boom! Which of course is cool for a comparison, at least the way I do a comparison. And again, we are talking here about one of the best sounding records of all time, in my opinion. This record sounds unbelievable. Unbelievable. And the original is absolute killer. If you manage to get a good, quiet, silent, near mint copy, it's nothing but breathtaking. Unbelievable. The comparison the comparison with the MoFi against the Bob Ludwig cut I have here. The original is, in my opinion, far superior. We'll go a bit into the details in a second, but still, the MoFi version is a very, very, very good sounding record. But the original is unbelievable. Dynamic, punch, freshness. The music, which is perfect for such an great sounding album. The sound stage, the atmosphere is just stunning. And now for the best part. If you look it up, you get this, at least in Great Britain, in an amazing condition for around 20 bucks. 20. Get it while it's out there. Really, this is amazing. This is an amazing sounding, an amazing music-wise, an amazing record. I can't recommend this album highly enough, and I think it will suit you in every regard for quite some time. So if you have the chance to get it, just do it. It's killer. This is a killer in every regard. Okay, enough praise of this album in a way, but this is pure fun, pure fun. Okay, that's it for today on the Dire Straits comparison against the Mobile Fidelity SoundLab versions. They are great sounding versions. They just don't stand up against the originals for several reasons. Price, details, and in the case of Lava or Gold, for the sound. Now I have to take a look at my boys, because there's probably something in the garden and I have to help them find out what it is. Thank you. See you on the next one. Bye.